Hi everybody, today is Monday, it is April 27th, and this assignment is U7C9, volume of a sphere. We're going to start today with a couple of examples. So far, we have learned how to calculate the volume of a cylinder and a cone. So today we're moving on to a different shape, and that is a sphere. So a three-dimensional circle. I've got three examples here. I got my chapstick, and this sphere is not perfect. It's kind of more of an oval-y shape. I got my tennis ball. Here's another example. And here's a lacrosse ball. So these are all examples of spheres. Today we're gonna do two examples together. So here's my formula. Just like with all my other formulas, we're gonna start by defining the variables. So I'm gonna write it next to my formula. I recommend that you follow along on your paper. So we know that V is always going to be volume. 4/3, we're gonna talk about this in a second. This is gonna be a number that we multiply everything by. So I'm not gonna define that. Pi is gonna be equal to 3.14. And R is my radius. Okay, so we are gonna do an example together. In our first example, I want to make sure that everybody has a calculator out in front of them. So for my first example, we are going to rewrite this formula, but with the information that we have. So volume equals 4/3, right? And that's gonna be a number that we multiply everything by. I'm gonna show you how to get that in a second. Times pi, which is 3.14, times my radius cubed, okay? And that's gonna be 5, right? Because that's half my circle, half my diameter. And I'm gonna do it 3 times. So I got 5. Okay, so we're gonna multiply all of this stuff together. So I'm gonna grab my calculator and show you how to do that. Okay, so you got your calculator in front of you. Here we go, my iPad was charging. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to figure out what is 4/3. So in my calculator, I'm gonna do 4 divided by 3, and that equals 1.333333. So I know from now on that I'm gonna multiply my answer by this. So I just did 4 divided by 3, so now I'm gonna hit the times button, because I'm gonna do 1.33333 times 3.14. Times, what's next? 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, so for my volume, I get 523.3. And this decimal, it goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. So here's a way to write that on your paper. You can just write 523.3, or if you put a line over the 3, that means it repeats forever. That's a symbol we use in math to show that something repeats forever. Okay. We're gonna do another example. So example number 2, here we go. Okay, so for this one, again, I'm gonna start by rewriting my formula. So I've got my volume equals 4/3, which we know is gonna be the same thing as 1.33333333333 forever. Times pi, so 3.14. Times the radius 3 times. So for this one, they give us the diameter. So they're giving us the whole length of the circle. But I want to know only the radius, only half of this. So I'm going to take my diameter and I'm going to divide it in half. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So my radius is going to be 5. So I got this times 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, you might notice this problem looks pretty similar to the one we just did. So I'm gonna put this in a calculator. Okay, so I got 4 divided by 3 equals 1.3333. And like, you don't have to do this every time. You can also just type in 1.3. Your answer just might be a little bit different than mine. Times 3.14 times 5 times 5 times 5 equals, okay, 523.3. Okay, there's your answer. And you probably notice that's the same thing as example 1. And that's because our radius were the same. Okay, so today you're gonna do 6 practice problems on your own. Go ahead and click on the assignment on Google Classroom, and I will see you tomorrow in math office hours. That's it for this time. Bye.